私の記憶が確かならば、私には20世紀中に叶えることのできなかった一つの夢がある。それは歴史に名を残す料理と出会うこと。その大きな課題を残したまま、ついに新世紀が訪れてしまったのだ。そして今私が最初に手をつけなければならない大仕事、それは21世紀料理始め。早速私はそれを飾るにふさわしい料理人を世界に散らばる歴代挑戦者の中から選ぶことにした。その選出根拠はただ一つ、新しい料理に対する意欲の強さ。そして私は新世紀のキッチンスタジアムを間違いなく揺るがす2人の男を選んだのである。さあ全世界の鉄人ファンよ、新世紀の幕開けを告げる全く新しい料理を22世紀まで語り継いでみるがいい。
The 21st Century Battle. Iron Chef fans in Japan and the US have been eagerly awaiting this day. Wait no more, the day has arrived. Let's introduce our distinguished guests who will be with us for the battle here in Kitchen Stadium. First, actor Takanori Jinai.
Hello.
Next, actress Kumiko Akiyoshi. We welcome Sydney Olympics gold medalist in judo Tadahiro Nomura.
Hi.
Lower House member Nobuteru Ishihara.
Hello.
And commentator Dr. Yukio Hattori.
Hello.
Thank you all for being here. All right, new dishes to celebrate the opening of the new century. We're looking forward to them. And now I give you our chairman.
私の記憶が確かならば、新しく突入した時代は21世紀。地球の料理はこれからどうなっていくのか、その潮流をこの料理始めに託そうではありませんか。その答えを出してくれるのは彼らしかいません。もはや私だけのものではない地球の財産。早速登場させましょう。21世紀によみがえるがいいアイアンシェフ。
Ascending into Kitchen Stadium, year 2001, your Iron Chefs, opening a new era in culinary history. It's been a year since they last battled here. Welcome home, Iron Chefs! He first fused Japanese techniques with French recipes. Iron Chef French, Hiroyuki Sakai. Versatile, creative, he surpassed his father's legend, Iron Chef Chinese Chen Kenichi. He spearheads the neo-Japanese cuisine movement, Iron Chef Japanese Masaharu Morimoto. And youth on his side, Japan's Italian cuisine leader, Iron Chef Italian Masahiko Kobe. In this new century, these four will continue to break new ground, continue to lead the way in their respective cuisines. Your Iron Chefs!
そしてもちろん鉄人は4人だけではありません。彼らがいなければこのキッチンスタジアムは生まれませんでした。さあ、よみがえるがいい名誉鉄人。
Making their own ascent into the stadium, the men who made it a reality, the honorary Iron Chefs. Iron Chef history begins with these three men. Honorary Iron Chef French, Yutaka Ishinabe. Honorary Iron Chef Japanese II, Kome Nakamura. And honorary Iron Chef Japanese, the first Rosaru Michiba. Iron Chefs, past and present, the Supreme Seven, an astonishing assemblage of culinary talents to greet the 21st century.
21世紀料理始め開幕。21世紀料理始めの挑戦者を誰にするか、私は数ある申し出の中から自ら生まれ変わったと宣言するあの男にしました。さあ皆さん、大きな拍手でお迎えください。関西料理界のドン、神田川敏郎。
Iron Chef fans will know this man entering the stadium, long arrival of the Iron Chefs, Toshiro Kandagawa. A gracious bow by the big man of Japanese cuisine in Western Japan, but this time he enters the stadium all alone. And what's with the hood? Often a critic of the Iron Chefs, today he gets to put his 34 years as a top Japanese chef to use against one of them. And he's got his supporters in tow and is clearly in battle mindset today.
どうも。
Hello.
どうもお久しぶりです。
Yes, it's been a long time.
21世紀、ますます息盛んという形でございますが、
Thank you very much.
この頭巾はどうなさったんでございましょう。
I wanted to change too in this new age. Yeah,
触ってもよろしいですか。
go ahead.
これは決意の表れということでしょうか。
Yes.
神田川、show me what you got.
I'm not here to lose.
この決意にですね、鉄人たちもやや押され気味という感じかもしれませんが、早速伺ってよろしいでしょうか。
Yes.
さあ、誰と戦いますか。
Iron Chef Sakai!
It's Sakai! Kandagawa deliberately entering the belly of the beast. He's shooting for the king of Iron Chefs. He's determined to drop the best. Hiroyuki Sakai, the Iron Chef French. In the grand finale, Sakai was crowned the king of Iron Chefs. For his artistic use of color, he's known as the Delacroix of French cuisine. He'll provide direction for French cuisine in the new century, but a tricky guy on the other side today.
21世紀料理始め、このめでたい試合のテーマは今朝明石から取り寄せました。祝いには欠かせない魚の王様。それでは発表します。第一試合のテーマはこれです。21世紀料理始め、第一試合のテーマはタイ。
失礼します。
私の記憶が確かならば、新世紀の訪れとともに神田川は頭を丸めた。それが意味するものはおそらく伝統に固執する和食との決別、そしてその未来を担う者の新世紀に対する大きな決意。
Okay, follow me!
自ら生まれ変わった神田川、一方受けて立つ鉄人酒井は、
I just can't lose to Kandagawa-san. I'll do my best.
二人のプライドが激突する21世紀の初試合をその目に焼き付けるがいい。
Japanese cooking master Kanagawa, shiny paint, hair shorn, says he's been reborn. His sights set on the king of Iron Chef, Hiroyuki Sakai. Red Snapper's the theme. Will Kanagawa's dishes shine as bright as his top? We're set. The 21st century battle. Let's get it on! Opening gong bang, the 21st century battle's on, and look at both men fast and furious to the stand. The fastest we've ever seen Sakai get up there, and Kanagawa too. He waddled up there in a hurry, and now both men getting back downstairs with trayfuls of Red Snapper. The crowd in here, they've been gearing up for a couple of hours, and now there's no holding them back. Both men settling down to the task at hand, and Kanagawa scaling a rather large Red Snapper and Doc.
Yeah.
I tell you, they look great, these fish.
Oh, yeah, definitely top quality. They're about 2 kilograms of fish, and that's really the best weight for these.
Okay,
Kusan?
from the floor, Ota, go ahead.
Iron Chef Sakai commenting on Kanagawa-san's new skinhead look says it was a bit bizarre when I first saw him, but it sure makes him look serious about taking me down. You know, he sounds a little intimidated by Kanagawa's appearance, and he tried to shake that off by making that mad dash for the ingredients.
Oh, yeah.
And now about shaving his head, a teary-eyed Kanagawa-san said that without help, Japanese cuisine will lose ground, and I love Japanese cuisine. I want to give it new life. My head is just a humble way of showing the other chefs that this is the kind of commitment they need to help Japanese cuisine survive.
Wow, well, that tells you indeed he is committed to giving his all, and even his locks if need be, and he's got his supporters in tow today.
And Fukusan?
Yes?
Yeah, one more quick note. Challenger Kanagawa has something going into the food processor. It's a combination of yogurt and sake leaves.
What? Yogurt and sake leaves?
Okay.
Oh, my. And, slap that snapper head right down. Kanagawa's jacked up at the start. I tell you, the adrenaline is pumping.
Ooh, the snapper looks like it's still alive.
Still quivering over there.
Jumping out of the water.
A dancing
Fukusan.
duo, these two. Yes.
When Iron Chef Sakai heard the report about the Challenger mixing yogurt and sake leaves in the blender, he became very interested, saying, I'm curious, I wonder how that'll taste.
Well, Akiyoshi-san, have a guess as to where the mix will end up with the snapper?
Yeah, I wonder where it will end up. Maybe in the stomach, maybe? I'm not
Mix it up in your stomach?
Fukusan.
Interesting, yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, let me give you the list of ingredients the Challenger has chosen to go with the theme ingredient, of which he has 3 big ones he says are top quality. He also has white radish sprouts, tomatoes, lemon, wasabi, and 2 kinds of prawns. He tells me he plans to make 4 or 5 dishes today.
All right, thanks. And with Red Snappers, the theme, thought you might be interested in Sakai's record when he's got fish as a theme ingredient. Won't be good news for Kanagawa. Sakai's 12-0, undefeated with fish themes. That's why he's picked up the moniker Fish Sakai. But Kanagawa is a man who knows everything there is to know about fish, so it won't be a day at the beach for Sakai. Now check it out up close. Double-barreled chopping action on snapper fillets by Kanagawa, chopping to his own
It
beat.
looks good already.
And the Iron Chef looks like snapper head on grill.
Yeah, that will be getting rid of the fishy smell. Maybe he'll be preparing a broth later.
Okay, another way of masking aroma.
Fukusan?
Yes.
Yeah, I asked Iron Chef Sakai how many dishes he has in mind today, and he said 4 dishes, my first 4 dishes, and my first victory in this new century. He's getting confident.
No reason not to be. And here, check this out, Kanagawa.
Yeah, this is called nashiwari, and it's a cooking slang for head splitting. It takes a lot of strength to do that.
Flexing his muscles, getting physical, while also artistic. And by the way, Nomura-san, your favorite snapper dishes are?
Me, I like carpaccio.
Yes.
Yeah.
A little surprised, that's all.
Yes.
Red snapper carpaccio.
That's so? All right, now on Kanagawa's side.
I think this is the double-barrel minced red snapper here.
Okay, and moving on to here, and oh boy, Doc, is that Omar lobster, French lobster on the grill, Iron Chef side?
Yeah, you called it, and that means Kanagawa-san could be using a Japanese lobster to counter, or maybe that would just be too obvious, I'm not sure.
Omar lobster checked by Iseebi. Okay, and there, grilling action by the Challenger.
Oh, looks good.
And accordingly, we're enjoying the appetizing aroma of red snapper on the grill. That is wonderful. By the way, these two have battled once previously, Sakai and Kanagawa, back in '95, the Lotus Root battle. Sakai coming away with the victory, so there's a score to settle for this man.
Fukusan?
Yes.
You're probably curious about this mixture that the Challenger has just added to this pot.
Yes.
It's a combination of 2 types of prawns, pork cuts with lard, ground pork, kelp broth, and minced red snapper, all of which was ground together in the food processor first before being added here.
For what, though?
It's a new
Huh?
broth, a global broth.
What? Now, what does he mean by that?
Well, in Japanese cuisine, you rely on dried bonito shavings and kelp broth very heavily,
Right.
right? But in contrast, this is based on ingredients that can be obtained pretty much anywhere in the world. So a broth broth over borders?
Well, if we're going to get on to broth, Michiba-san's broth is considered the standard around here. Let's ask him about this. Michiba-san?
Well, you know, before I comment, let me say he looks good with that skinhead. And he was mixing a lot of things. Pork, red snapper, prawns. I'm guessing that he'll dump the yogurt and sake lees mix into that.
He will?
Right.
Almost like a stew.
Fukusan?
Yes.
Yeah, let me tell you also about the pot over here on the Iron Chef side, which includes Omar lobster, consomme, grilled snapper heads, and shanton soup in there besides the lobster.
Now, this soup is equally as impressive because consomme and shanton together. Shanton is the best broth for Chinese cooking.
Fukusan!
Yes.
Challenger Kandagawa has a big black sheet of paper out, and it looks like he's going to maybe write down his menu.
Okay, well into the cooking. And now back to the Iron Chef. Looks like Chinese cabbage there, getting a fry treatment.
He's sauteing it in butter.
All right.
Oh, butter, okay.
Okay, and as we see him working it, some bouillon perhaps now being added in. And yes, Kandagawa writing over there is a calligraphy project. Doesn't look like a menu, though. More like,
It's like a message or a title.
yeah.
Fukusan?
Yes.
I asked Iron Chef Sakai about his concept today, and he said, well, to be honest, I graduated from pure French cuisine in the 20th century. I'm going to show you a new me today. I'm creating French cuisine with a touch of Asian flavor. Asian French. It'll be something to look forward to.
All right, we will. Sounds very good. And whoa, that gets a response from Sakai supporters and lots of ladies up there. Asian flavored French cuisine. And now Kandagawa's done with this.
Says New Century, right?
Okay, keep going, Doc.
Snapper dishes for happiness.
Okay, snapper dishes for happiness in the new century, and that meets with approval from his
Kusan.
backers. Yes.
Yeah, Iron Chef Sakai just finished tying a string around a large leek, wrapping it around several times before adding it to his pot.
All right, all tied up and somewhere to
I told
go.
you, into the stomach.
What?
I told you, remember? He'll be stuffing it into
When
the
did
belly.
you,
What do we put in?
Don't you remember what I said?
I thought you meant mix them in your own stomach.
No, in
Same
the
here.
belly of the red snapper.
Oh, you saw him
that's
cut
a
it
shame.
up. Yes.
Yeah, let me confirm what he's doing here. This is a whole snapper with the bones removed, covered inside and out with a mix of sake leaves and yogurt with edible kelp underneath.
Oh, yeah, you can see
Yep.
it right there.
Okay, and what he calls a red snapper dish for happiness.
So that would be the main dish.
main
I imagine.
dish?
What would this taste like?
Probably a wee bit sour.
Yes, big fella.
Iron Chef Sakai is very lightly frying another snapper right now.
Okay, just pulled it out and into the tray and back to Kandagawa. Going to be a salt crust grill there.
Yeah.
And he's got wakame seaweed underneath.
Yeah, that'll match well.
Because?
Well, red snapper feeds on wakame, and with the mix of yogurt, sake leaves in it is also heavily used in New Year's cooking, so this should be a great combination.
All right, now they're moving that one over to the oven.
Fukusan?
Yeah, one pretty much confirmed. Go ahead, Ota.
Thank you. I just wanted to update you on all the ingredients used in this salt crust grill. A whole boneless red snapper covered inside and out with the yogurt and sake leaves mix with Japanese lobster, wakame seaweed, abalone, and blowfish soft roe all mixed in.
What a production.
And Fukusan?
Go ahead.
Yeah, Iron Chef Sakai is using a soft roe too, but not blowfish. It's red snapper roe. That's what you're seeing on camera here. He's
Okay.
trying to prepare it properly right now before using it in one of his dishes.
Got it. Thanks.
So he's planning on using every bit of the snapper then.
Everything's usable?
Well, of course, yeah, the head, even the skin, actually.
Okay.
15 minutes have
All right,
elapsed.
15 minutes gone and getting a shot here of some of the supporters for Sakai. Again, predominantly women. And Kandagawa, he's got his crowd too, and almost all of them men.
Kusan!
Kandagawa in rhythm, go.
Ishinabe-san once said that Sakai doesn't make anything large or bold. Well, Sakai-san responded to that saying, I'm very different today. I'm not making any small, intricate things. I'm going for dynamic dishes, and I'm committed not to using the circle mold anymore. That's a promise for the 21st century.
Well, there's some news there. Sakai
Kusan?
canning the circle mold, go.
On the other side, Kandagawa-san talked about his new global broth in which the ingredients do look a little carelessly thrown in together, but actually, he's giving this a lot of careful attention as it progresses.
Boy, is it loaded. Seems like could be a key element to his production today.
Exactly, and the point is that he's not using bonito shavings or katsuobushi.
Okay, new style broth.
Fukusan.
Go ahead.
The Iron Chef is now using Korean red chili paste. Asian flavoring in action for the first
Yes,
time.
right there. Gochujang, finding a place in Sakai's French cuisine. And here, carpaccio?
That's what I would guess, but he's surely doing like a fusion style of cooking, and that's actually very popular in New York right now.
All right, maybe borrowing a page from the Iron Chef Japanese. And now what's Kandagawa got
Kusan?
here? Yes,
Challenger Kandagawa is about to unveil one of his special knives.
check this out. Okay, and now to unsheath. Now, what kind of knife, Doc?
Let's see, what is that called? Nashikiri. Yeah, I believe that's what it is. Yeah.
All right, and hey, giving us a show. I've got one too, Sakai gesturing. Iron Chef's not going to let Kanagawa have all the fun here.
Kuzan?
Yes.
Kanagawa-san proudly talked about his shining new knife, which he said he ordered just for today. It's simply priceless, he says.
I thought so, yeah.
All right, I tell you, Kanagawa certainly garnered some style points so far, and we're not even halfway through. Yes.
Yeah, the Iron Chef is now working on his Asian lettuce. He spreads each piece with red chili paste and adds a layer of carrots, asparagus, kidney beans, cucumbers, and serfiu on top of that. He says that he will then wrap it all together in a sliced turnip. That's how it stands now. Back to you.
Huh?
It's getting hard to hear in
Hey,
here.
and Sakai's egging them on. The stadium's rocking the 21st century battle. Hiroyuki Sakai, the king of Iron Chefs, challenged by Toshiro Kanagawa, the master of Japanese cuisine. Sweat already rolling down his newly shaved head. Man alive, it can't get much louder in here, and Kanagawa's men, his 50 apprentices, rise to their feet as the 30-minute call's made. 30 minutes left. Kanagawa so far has had a great first half of cooking, slicing, chopping, even dancing. Can he keep it going throughout the second half? And now the Sakai crowd turning it loose as well for the object of their affections. And Jinai-san,
Yes.
how about this atmosphere?
I love it. It's like Crouching Snapper, Hidden Pepper.
Well, it's par for the course in here.
Always like this, huh? Amazing.
Now, challenger side, Kanagawa's something's happening here.
Charcoal. I think they're preparing the stoves for charcoal grilling.
Okay, and now back with Sakai. Now walking away from that one.
This is the one lightly fried, right?
Yes, that's right, with Korean red chili paste on it.
Light touch.
Okay, the same.
Akiyoshi-san looking great.
Oh, without a doubt. I can't wait.
All right, now back with Kanagawa's side. He is slicing.
He's got one looking like a carpaccio as well. See, that looks pretty good.
Kuzan,
Take it.
Challenger Kanagawa has been hovering over this global broth, checking it out repeatedly. He keeps saying, not yet, not yet. And from what I can gather, this is apparently a key element, a key weapon for him in this battle.
Oh, that's a
I
definite.
want to
That's the
try
key
that.
element.
Oh, it looks so good.
I tell you, I can imagine
And
a
for
great
Kuzan?
taste. Go ahead.
Apparently, Iron Chef Sakai thinks so too. As soon as he heard about the broth the Challenger is making, he said that's going to determine the taste of all of his dishes. He knows Kitchen Stadium. I cannot take anything lightly today.
Well, for Soup, Chen's perhaps the best man to ask. And Chen-san, everyone seems to think Kanagawa's broth is key to his chances today. What do you think?
Oh, yes. We have a broth called shantung, and he's added even more ingredients to that, right? He's planned everything out very carefully.
Kuzan?
Thank you, Chen-san. Yes, go ahead.
Sorry to interrupt, but Kanagawa just added some boiled down sake to his broth.
Okay, still more going into it. Not done yet.
And you know, if Japanese cuisine starts to use this instead of the typical bonito broth, it'll be much more global.
All right, and now a taste test by Kanagawa.
No, not yet. Not yet.
Nope, not yet.
Not yet.
Kuzan,
Yes.
from Sakai-san's side, first he's sauteing turnips in butter here.
Thanks, Ota. Anything else?
And second, yes, he's prepared two kinds of vegetable rolls. The one that I call the green one is the one that you see now. It's the one with the red chili paste on the lettuce with carrots, asparagus, kidney beans, and serfiu, and further rolled in sliced turnip curls.
Oh, turnips in there.
Turnips.
And the other one is this one, a carpaccio made from red snapper slices, herb paste, salt and pepper, lemon juice, citrus pepper paste, nonpareil, and some other herbs that he used to stuff this before he wrapped it further in slices from a special type of potato called hyakon.
All right, thanks. And both sides, a little more controlled applause now. And on Kanagawa's side, an earthen pot
And
on the
Kuzan?
burner. Yes.
Yes, here in the earthen pot, he has water, rice, soy sauce, sake, and filleted whole snapper so far.
Wow. Okay, snapper rice.
Yep, on the
snapper
replay
rice.
there. And how about that Chinese cabbage on the Iron Chef side? Let's check in.
Yes, that's the one that's combined with the Omar lobster,
Right.
and next to that you can see the leeks tied with string.
Okay, the bound up ones.
Right,
15 minutes
And now
to go.
15 minutes left. The 21st century battle, Sakai versus Kanagawa. Both men looking to expand the borders of their respective cuisines. Sakai's French, Kanagawa's Japanese, with red snapper is the theme. And Kanagawa taking it all off on top, displaying for all his commitment. Sakai, Iron Chef pride at stake.
Now, if we look at the Challenger, I think he's completed the broth that we've been waiting for here, the one he's been working on.
All right.
So that's it, you mean, as is?
Yeah, see that? Look how thick that is.
And away they go.
You throw away the rest?
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, that won't be
no,
served.
Can't
I don't mind having a dumpling in that.
He likes it. The flavors found favor with Kandagawa.
Fukusan!
Yes.
Yeah, from the Iron Chef's side, into these cups, he's placing the Chinese cabbage, which had been stewed in lobster soup, grilled red snapper on top of that, and now truffles have been added as well.
Combo dish.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, actually.
Now over to
And
his oven.
Fukusan?
Yes.
Yeah, I've got that too. The ingredients used in this dish out of the oven are boiled Chinese cabbage, sauteed in butter, veal broth, clams, and takana pickles, together with red snapper, which was fried and flavored with red chili paste. All that was combined and cooked in the oven and just taken out.
Oh, wow.
Well, definitely he likes it. Okay, so one done from the Iron Chef, and now another one here being plated. Yes.
Yeah, these are the vegetable rolls that I was talking about, in which he wrapped red snapper carpaccio in a potato slice, stacking them like a tower now with the lettuce roll on top.
Okay, now we're down to 10 minutes left in the century opening battle. Sakai and Kandagawa, a heavyweight match. Go ahead.
Kandagawa-san says that his global broth is 120% ready. He says it's fantastic and that it will maximize the flavors of all his dishes that he's serving today.
All right, thanks. And another taste test by Kandagawa, and giving this one a little more consideration. And another, and I tell you, the body language suggesting maybe it needs a touch of fine-tuning. And the fans on both sides of the stadium chanting, clapping, cheering. Yes.
Iron Chef Sakai is deep frying something here. Let me fill you in on that. The batter is made from flour, peanut oil, baking powder, egg whites, and water. And what he's frying in that is a combination of soft roll of the snapper and the snapper fillet, which is prepared in a way that you're seeing on replay.
Doc doubling down on the snapper.
Yeah, the soft roll of the snapper along with the meat. And I think there's also some truffles in there, too.
All right, and still continuing to add that one.
Fukusan.
Yes.
Kandagawa-san's oven is open and the salt crust grill is ready.
All right, and boy, is he fired up, fist pumping, hand slapping. This is no ordinary salt crust grill. How could it be? With yogurt and thumbs up.
All right, turned out great!
Yogurt and sake leaves mixed penetrating into the skin and into the flesh of a stuffed red snapper. He is loving every minute of this.
And the seaweed has added some flavors, too.
Yes, Ota.
I mentioned to Challenger Kandagawa that I thought his blade work was very dynamic today, and he responded by saying, I'm not just slicing ingredients here, I'm carving my way into the new era.
He is spearhead. Well, if he wins this, it could be the start of the Kandagawa era.
And Fukusan,
take it.
Let me explain quickly what he's doing now. He has a layer of red snapper sashimi covered in onions, Japanese ginger, white radish sprouts, and tomatoes, which are flavored with a sauce made from garlic, anchovies, capers, beefsteak tomato leaves, and citrus juice and olive oil taken from the grinding mortar.
All right, and Kandagawa checked. He is beaming with pride.
Capers and citrus juice. That's a unique combination.
Yeah, definitely. A nice touch. A little bit of sourness added.
And also nice, the effect of the combination of the colors in that
5 minutes to go.
All right, buckle up. 5 minutes left. The 21st century battle getting down to crunch time. Kandagawa and Sakai both going global in their approach. Go!
Kandagawa-san's salt crust grill is now being decorated for presentation.
Okay, got the thumbs up before on the cooking from its creator, and now they work to get the presentation together. Again, the main one on his side, and Kandagawa ready with some lobsters, apparently to be added here to complete the color scheme for New Year's. Usually includes red, green, white, silver, and gold.
Check it out.
A lobster on each side, red and white there, and silver and gold added, and green in the background. Every color for Japanese New Year's celebrations done.
Fukusan?
Yes.
Mochi or pounded rice cakes have now been added to this soup, which I believe is ozoni.
All right, Iron Chef side, a French-style New Year's soup. Hold it. A Japanese New Year's soup with Sakai's stamp on it. And now,
snapper rice as well.
Kandagawa snapper rice looks fantastic. A mouth-watering close-up there. Michiba locked onto that in a taste test, and another one passes the grade and goes into the books. This is on Sakai's side. Both these men today at the top of their games, and here's the broth.
Fukusan!
Yes.
Yeah, right now what the challengers ladling into the teapot is the global broth with a bit more soy sauce added to it. Back to you.
All right, a touch of soy in that one, and now everyone in the stadium, all heck is broken loose in here. A little over 2 minutes left, and finishing up this one on the Iron Chef side, Kandagawa's force is in rapture, and no doubt about it, he is feeding off the energy. No let up, fatigue not at all becoming a factor, and he has backed up his talk. On the other side, the Iron Chef has to be feeling some pressure from the onslaught coming from Kandagawa, and he appears to be just a bit tight there. Now, less than 2 minutes to go. 2001, the chairman's culinary odyssey has brought us to this, the clean-shaven Kandagawa, bringing it big time to the Iron Chef French. First battle of the new century, and no let-up, as I said before, and no backing down either. Jinai-san?
Yes, sir.
The snapper rice looks great.
Oh, without a doubt. That's the best way I like to have red snapper.
Your favorite?
Yeah, I really love it.
All right, hard to hear you. It's hard to hear myself. No let up with the crowd as well. Sakai's fans, they've been waving their signs all through the battle upstairs to his personal entourage. These folks are really into it. Now a minute left. The final 60 seconds of the 21st century battle. Kandagawa, no sense of urgency near the end, washing his hands over there. Kobe, Morimoto, both caught up in the moment. And now here's another awesome looking dish from the Iron Chef. And Kandagawa, he's done cleaning his knives now, and even that with intensity. On the other side, though, nope, Sakai not done, still in scramble mode. Turnips on snapper, the seafood around, a bit of sauce going down now. 30 seconds left, and Sakai still some work to do in the first battle of the new century. It's been a tester for him with Kandagawa on the other side. And now, gotta believe the Iron Chef's done as he is waving, acknowledging to his entourage in the royal box. So just the finishing touches remain. 5 years ago, these two met, Sakai getting the win, but the stakes are sky high for this one. This is the one that counts. This is the one that's going to have an immediate impact at the dawn of the new century. The final seconds are ticking down, and that's it. The cooking's done. The 21st century battle is over. Incredible. What a performance, Sakai and Kandagawa. And now the moment of truth, tasting and judgment for the 21st century battle. On the panel today are actor Takanori Jinai, actress Kumiko Akiyoshi, Sydney Olympics judo gold medalist Tadahiro Nomura, lower house member Nobutero Ishihara, and fortune teller Kazuko Hosoki. First, the dishes of challenger Kandagawa. Kandagawa is offering 4 dishes. First, a soup to enjoy his ultimate broth.
The
first time. Right.
This is so good.
Feels good.
This soup is chock full of ingredients, but snapper is definitely the center.
I've never had anything like this. What is this? So good. Somebody tell me. That's what people would say after trying this.
Second, what judoist Nomura's been waiting for, carpaccio, finished by a beefsteak, tomato leaves, and anchovy dressing with fried snapper skin on top.
You have garlic in this one?
A bit, yes. I'd like you to roll them in the vegetables.
Yeah, I was really looking forward to this one. Yeah. It was much better than I thought, and I finished all of it. Yeah. Yeah, no time.
The beefsteak tomato leaves add just the right taste. The way you use them in this is so unique and nice. I also enjoyed the dressing. This flavor's a first for me.
Third, the salt crust grill with a mild flavor wrapped in the aroma of yogurt and sake leaves. The dip is also based on his borderless broth. Kandagawa, cracking open the salt crust grill, the red snapper stuffed with abalone and blowfish soft roe.
It looks almost sacred.
So Kage-san, you ate this great every week?
I'm melting. Use yogurt in this, and I kind of wondered, but it's totally wonderful.
But with the dip, it tastes completely different.
Yeah, the flavor changes.
I like it with it.
I think it's a great idea to use yogurt for this. Sort of replaces the red snapper fat with something milder. Easy to eat, I think.
He'll wrap it up with his red snapper rice, using, of course, his unique broth. It's served with the soup, made by adding his broth to traditional soup.
The saltiness comes from the broth?
Yes, right. I didn't add too much to it.
I'm speechless.
Yes,
I've
really.
never had red snapper this good. Really.
If possible, I really wanted to have a second helping of this. I could see some more of this. I wish I could have my parents try this too.
Excuse me, can I just say ditto? Red snapper is rather subtle, but he managed to crank out such gorgeous dishes with different expressions added to it. I'm impressed with what top-class people can do, really, yes. I thought we actors have to be consistent, but I have to say I learned a lot from his dishes today. Cool.
Now up the dishes of Iron Chef Sakai. He's offering 4 dishes with Asian ethnic touches. First, stewed snapper and soft roe, and fritter with garam masala spice mixed in, truffles on top, dressed with rape blossom sauce.
Really, the batter is so unique.
This is totally different from what I thought. It's bitter sophistication.
I love soft roe. It was delicious.
Knowing Sakai-san's style, I can see how hard he's trying to create a new world. That's how I felt.
Thank you, sir.
The red snapper is great. I especially like the fillet.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Second, soup with rice cake, Iron Chef style, based on a luxurious broth made from grilled snapper and lobster. And third, Asian ethnic stew flavored with Korean red chili paste. The fried snapper finds a superb harmony with boiled cabbage in pursuit of new style French cuisine. And now Sakai doing the honors himself.
This main dish is so dynamic.
This is another great one. I didn't know red snapper goes so well with Chinese cabbage and clams all in one pot.
And the flavor of the clams has penetrated the red snapper, not just snapper.
Sakai-san, this is nice.
Thank you, ma'am.
But it would have been a bit better to add a touch of Vietnamese or Thai flavors to this. Just a touch of spiciness would make it better. That's just how I felt.
You've got to challenge yourself, knowing that you sometimes fail. And that's true in cooking, as in the case of judo. Without a challenging spirit, you can't win a gold medal. I really appreciated his challenging spirit in this.
Yes, me too. Ditto once again.
Last is red snapper roll, rolled in sliced potato. Nampla was used in the process of marinating the ingredients.
I made this sauce a bit spicy, which I believe you'll enjoy with the sweetness of the potato.
This is so complex. It's spicy at first, and later the sweetness just spreads in my mouth. This is a first for me. This is such a bold attempt, I think.
You're right.
It really reminds me of Asia. And I think the sauce, unlike the previous one, is quite straightforward. It's a very, very easy to understand flavor, this one. Yeah.
I was impressed with the perspective. Looking to the other Asian countries, a very good effort. I really felt that. It was so good.
Thank you.
Beginning of the 21st century, which man makes a splash at the start?
21世紀の料理始めにふさわしい戦いを見せてくれた神田川敏郎と酒井宏之。果たしてどちらの皿が21世紀の指針となるのでしょうか。それでは発表します。
Kitchen Stadium opening its doors for the 21st century with a battle showing that seasoned chefs can explore and thrive in new frontiers. Kandagawa, a new look, a new man for a new century, creating a new type of broth. The king of iron chefs, Sakai, challenging himself as well, offering a new roadmap for French cuisine. It's all on the line now. Who takes it? Whose cuisine reigns supreme?
Kandagawa Toshiro!
It's Kandagawa! He's beaten Sakai! The shaped head, the intensity, the commitment, his broth today. Toshido Kandagawa winning the 21st century battle. A tremendous accomplishment. The Kandagawa era begins today. And now the emotion coming to the fore. All right, let's check out the scores. Jinai 20-17, the challenger. Akiyoshi 20-19, the challenger. Nomura 19-18, the challenger. Ishihara 18-17, the challenger. Hosoki 19-17, the challenger. Unbelievable! A 5-0 sweep for Kandagawa. Complete domination. How could anybody foresee this happening against the king of Iron Chefs? Even Sakai applauding the iron will of the man who's beaten him today. Unbelievable, the first time Sakai has ever lost in a fish theme. And now Kandagawa to be presented with a medal from the judo gold medalist Tadahiro Nomura. And from the Olympic gold medalist, Kandagawa receiving the medal for his amazing victory today. Congratulations! And you can see the tracks of his tears of joy. But Kandagawa's eyes, his vision, bringing him a great victory. And now, we've got a second match coming your way. Yes, you know, it's going to be more than just a grudge match. Reporters from the U.S. have been dispatched here to cover the battle. Part 2, Bobby Flay, Masahiro Morimoto, the Tango in Tokyo. That's coming up.
私の記憶が確かならば第2試合の挑戦者はアメリカ人である。その男の名はボビー・フレイ。今ニューヨークで名実ともにナンバー1のスターシェフである。そもそもボビーは去年ニューヨークで森本正治と壮絶な戦いを演じたのだが、その試合中に感電。さらにまな板の上に立つという大パフォーマンスまで披露した。結果は森本正治、森本の勝利。一旦は決着がついたかに見えたのだが、後日ボビーは全米のメディアを使って猛抗議を開始。キッチンスタジアムにケチをつけまくった。ならば真の実力を見せてもらおう。かくして私は恨みに満ち溢れた男を第2試合の挑戦者に選んだのである。それでは改めて紹介しよう。ニューヨークナンバー1の料理人、メッサグリルオーナーシェフボビー・フレイ36歳。フランス、メキシコ、アメリカのスタイルを融合させ独自の世界を完成させたボビー。その斬新さが評判を呼び、彼の店メッサグリルは連日満席。今でも客たちは森本との戦いを気にしているという。
I thought Bobby should have taken it. I really do.
You don't give him a second chance. He's gonna win. That's for sure.
全米の視線を背についに来日したボビー・フレイ。しかも今回はこれ以上彼が不公平という言葉を口にしないよう超大物アメリカ人を審査員に加えてみた。さあ2人の料理人よ、世紀をまたいだ因縁の対決に今日こそピリオドを打つがいい。私の記憶が確かならばニューヨーク決戦に納得していない男の名前、それはボビー・フレイならば彼にもう一度チャンスを与えようではありませんか。さあ皆さん大きな拍手でお迎えください。ニューヨークメッサグリルオーナーシェフボビー・フレイ。
Kitchen Stadium rocking already as Bobby Flay making his ascent. Raise the roof, his trademark rallying cry. Coming in from New York for a second shot at Morimoto. He's the owner, head chef of one of the most popular restaurants in New York, Mesa Grill. And on the road, still drawing a contingent of American fans for this man who specializes in his own unique interpretation of American Southwest cuisine. His friends and supporters are here. They expect Flay to even the score against the Iron Chef Japanese. And the media hype on both sides of the Pacific has really turned this rematch into a grudge match. Who knows what may happen today?
いろいろ噂は耳にしていますが、前回の敗因は何だと思いますか？
We weren't ready last time. This time we're ready.
今回は本当に勝つつもりですね。
absolutely. We've traveled a long way to Tokyo. Glad to be here. We're going home a winner.
それでは、この1年間あなたの心の中に影を残してきた男登場させましょう。さあ、一人だけ蘇るアイアンシェフ。
And now ascending to his rightful position in Kitchen Stadium, give him a warm welcome home, your Iron Chef Japanese Masahiro Morimoto. Clay knows him well after biting the dust against him in New York. Morimoto's the man who spearheaded the neo-Japanese movement while at Manhattan's Nobu, which he left last fall in pursuit of opening his own restaurant this spring. So with the new restaurant coming, Morimoto's got a lot at stake in this rematch.
やたらと威勢のいい発言の多い挑戦者、その威勢の良さを正月ならではのこれにぶつけてもらいましょう。60匹およそ100万円。それでは発表します。第2試合のテーマはこれです。第2試合のテーマは伊勢エビ。
Another 21st century battle, a rematch of one of our greatest battles a year ago in New York. Bobby Flay, who's maintained he was robbed last time against Masahiro Morimoto. Put up or shut up time for Flay. Issei Lobster for part 2. Flay and Morimoto, the tango in Tokyo. Bang and gong, Flay and Morimoto getting it on the second time, and a slap of the hands between the two at the outset. The stadiums are rocking from the get-go as the men up at the stand quickly loading up on live Issei lobsters, Japanese lobsters, filling their baskets to the brim, divvying up the 60 lobsters, a perfect theme ingredient for a New Year's battle, and the media interest in the U.S. for this one really peaking, even Time magazine covering it, and the crowd in here going crazy. And Doc, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Well, how about these lobsters? They look fantastic.
Oh, definitely top quality. About 20,000 yen or close to 200 US a pop right now.
New Year's prices.
Yeah, definitely.
Go ahead, Ota.
I asked Iron Chef Morimoto about his feelings facing Bobby Flay again, and he said, I'll just do my best. And as a message to Bobby, don't complain about the battle, whatever the outcome. I won't say anything about the results if you won't. Let's just have fun with this reunion.
All right, Morimoto, first comment, taking the high road there. Yes, go.
I also spoke with Bobby Flay, asking how confident he was about winning this one, and he said, as long as the match is fair, we'll win for sure. He looks and sounds confident.
All right, but the implication clear. The last one was unfair, and Flay hasn't passed up any opportunity to voice his view that he was shortchanged in that battle at Webster Hall.
Hey, Fukui-san.
Yes, Doc.
Can you check out what Morimoto's doing here?
All right.
He's dumping live lobsters into a huge sake barrel.
Okay, right there, and a number of live lobsters swimming in a barrel of sake.
And drunken instead of drunken prawns.
We've seen variations on this before, but with these big lobsters?
Yeah, well, with smaller ones like prawns, but this is a very bold move.
Very.
But if I may say so, I don't think they have issei ebi, like Japanese lobsters in America.
The difference, Doc?
Well, they have regular lobsters, but they're a bit flat in flavor compared to the Japanese ones.
Yes.
After taste testing a piece of Issei lobster, Bobby Flay made that very comment, saying this is really good, much sweeter than American lobster. He loves today's ingredient.
Good, all right. And now let's introduce our guest for this battle. First, actress Miho Kano, thanks for joining us.
Pleasure to be here.
And Grand Sumo Champion Yokozuna Akebono, honor to have you here, sir.
Pleasure to be here.
Actor Yuta Mine, nice to have you as well.
Hello, great to be here.
And of course, our commentator, Dr. Yukio Hattori. Welcome all.
Always a pleasure.
Theme ingredient, lobster. Mine-san?
Yes.
The word issei ebi reminds you of?
Are you suggesting my wife's stage name? Okay, say what you want. Yeah, she's a strong woman, but let's keep our minds away from that. She's out of my mind.
All right. Now...
Fukusan?
Yes.
Yeah, I've got to follow up on those so-called drunken lobsters in the barrel. I asked Morimoto why he's doing that, and he replied, the main purpose is to condense the flavor of the lobsters, but hey, it's New Year's, and I just wanted a big barrel of festive sake near me.
All right, dual purposes for Morimoto, but the flavor condensing taking precedence.
You know, if we can check out the Challenger, he's boiling something.
All right, zooming in here.
I think it's a mix of carrot juice and mango juice.
Fukusan?
What do you have?
Yes, that's right. In this pot are carrot juice and mango juice, along with coriander, fennel, and honey.
Bullseye, Doc. Could you tell just by the color?
I'm curious.
It's actually pretty simple. I just read the labels.
Oh, that's good. Yes.
From Iron Chef Morimoto's side this time, in this large, deep container, he's frying lobster in olive oil.
All right, shells there, maybe some meat on them, getting a light fry saute treatment, and I believe that's octopus he is slicing up there, is Morimoto.
Fukusan, yes, octopus and lobster pieces.
All right.
Okay, I see.
The Challenger is so bold in using his ingredients. This is almost refreshing to watch. So bold.
And, well, this is the easy way.
The way he sliced the corn off the cob with a knife was really amazing.
And quick, too.
He was so bold in that. I guess it's sort of the American style of cooking.
Gotta be quick with only 60 minutes of cooking time.
Yeah, right.
And with one under his belt, he should handle that time limit okay today. And now, over to Morimoto's side.
Is
that
octopus?
Yes.
Here's an update on the ingredients in this container. Lobster, olive oil, raw octopus, langoustine, and abalone.
All right, langoustine.
Yeah, long-clawed prawns.
And also abalone.
Probably for a sauce.
Oh, boy, what a luxurious sauce it would be with this
I could go for it right
set.
now. It looks so good.
All right, hold on now. And Morimoto battling Flay. And we've got fans from both countries here today. And so, Akibono, which camp do you fall into?
That's a good question.
Well, I'm looking forward to the Japanese lobsters cooked by an American chef. Yeah.
Not taking sides. All right, champ. But the Americans up there, they're going to let you know which side they're on. Yes.
Iron Chef Morimoto commenting on the 100-strong boisterous crowd on the American side today said, hey, I do this in the U.S. and the Big Apple all the time, so I'm used to it. That doesn't bother me. I'm committed to doing my best.
All right, and if you remember, Morimoto with his shuffle and the I can't hear you gesture, he reveled in it last time. Now on Flay's side.
That's the corn, I think.
Okay, yes.
As Hattori-san just pointed out, these are corn husks on top of which he's placing corn and onions, which were ground in the food processor, and then mixed with that are corn flour and shortening.
I wonder what these are.
Perhaps to be steamed.
And Fukusan?
Yes, go ahead.
I asked Morimoto what he thinks cooking will be like in the 21st century, and he commented that the Japanese love soy sauce and heavily depend on it when cooking, and that's why Japanese cuisine will never change. He said, I'm not going to use soy sauce today in order to challenge myself to search for a new direction. I wouldn't use it even if you threatened me. His mind is set on something new today.
Won't use soy. Mine-san, you ever had a Japanese meal without soy sauce?
Me? No, never.
I think so.
So I'm right on my toes
We'll
now.
see how it goes.
I'm curious, though.
I wonder what Michiba thinks about that. Michiba-san?
Yes.
Preparing Japanese food without soy sauce, what gives?
Well, you know, some foreigners complain about the aroma of soy sauce in every single dish. So he's trying to offer a solution to that.
So what do you think Morimoto will do? Replace soy sauce with salt, perhaps?
Right. Probably mainly salt. And miso, too.
Miso.
Right.
Yes.
You can see the Iron Chef using a fry pan here for a mix of gorgonzola cheese and fresh cream.
Gorgonzola.
Yeah, it's an Italian blue vein cheese made from cow's milk, of course.
Of course. Now, Flay's side, they've busted open a pomegranate there.
Okay, yeah.
Using a lot of fruit.
Yeah, fruit juice as well being used.
Who has the honey?
Yeah, but does it go with the lobster?
Actually, I think they do, yeah.
Great.
Because the light taste of lobster matches well.
Okay, and now what's he got in here? And now dumping a bottle, it looks American, and another bottle, is that honey? Flay is loving it right now.
The way he does everything is so American.
And the crowd is enjoying this too, yes.
As you just saw, into the Challenger's bowl went a combination of mustard, honey, and horseradish, and that he's blending together as we speak.
Oh, so you said horseradish.
And look, he's using honey again.
All right, and now we're going to go over to the stands on Bobby's side of the stadium. His girlfriend is here, and we're going to try and have a few words with her. Abe-san, if you're ready, go ahead.
Okay. Fukui-san, I'm going to interview her.
Yes.
Today, so far. How do you think Bobby's doing?
Oh, it's great.
You were there for the previous battle. Any difference you see from the last time?
I think it's very well planned, and they're all focused, and they're working well as a team.
Do you think he'll win today?
I hope so. We didn't come here to lose.
Thank you. Let's hope he keeps it up. Back to you, Fukui-san.
All right, thanks. And Bobby Flay would certainly want to make his girlfriend's day by coming away with the victory.
Fukui-san?
Yes.
Yeah, returning once again to the ingredients in the large container, the Iron Chef has lobster, olive oil, octopus, langoustine, abalone, brandy, white wine, water,
That
tomato
sounds
puree,
good.
onions, carrots, tomatoes, thyme, and leeks, and absolutely no soy sauce.
All right, and Doc's call on this will be used for a sauce. We'll follow it. And yes, folks, there he is, here for the rematch. Tommy, the little boy, Morimoto's biggest fan, decked out in his kid-size Iron Chef Japanese outfit. Tommy and his mother making the trip to Tokyo. They were there at Webster Hall. Yes.
And about Tommy coming all this way, Iron Chef Morimoto thanks him for making the long journey to Japan. And then, I quote, Tommy says that I'm his hero. Well, heroes don't lose, so there's no way I can lose this battle today.
Another Flay Morimoto battle, and Tommy again, a source of inspiration for Morimoto.
You know, this is looking really good here. Can we check out the challenger right now? I think this is
Oh,
Kobe
the simple
beef.
steak would do it.
You want it now?
Some surf and turf from Flay, and now here the crowd from Morimoto, and the Iron Chef can't but help react to it.
Fukui-san!
Yes.
The challenger is now using big, thick chunks of Matsuzaka brand Kobe beef. He ate some arriving in Tokyo 3 days ago, and he says he's hooked on it.
At the chairman's expense, why
And
not?
what's he doing?
Pepper, I think. Pepper.
Pepper, not paprika?
No, it's pepper, but it's a kind that has some sweetness to it and a very nice smell.
All right, and there into the frying pan the steaks go. Meantime, this crowd is ready to raise the roof in here. Incredible. And now they simmer it down a little bit. And here they go again, the chant for Bobby Flay. Listen to this.
Get a bit of a rumble in the stands here.
We've got dueling chefs and dueling crowds.
It's just crazy here.
Man alive, we've still got more than half the battle left. And now, Morimoto, a little dab of this will do him on the lobster pieces.
I wish they show up for my bout in January.
There you go, yeah.
Fukui-san?
Yes.
Iron Chef Morimoto has just added lobster liver to this dish.
Wow, that'll be awesome.
And now what else?
And Fukui-san,
Yes.
yeah, this white paste or sauce that you see spooning on here is a mixture of codfish soft roll strained through a sieve, broth, and herring roll all blended together.
All right, thanks, Ota.
Wow, a lot of work's going into that.
And Fukui-san, one more thing. On the other side, the challenger is deep frying lobster tails in this wok. Lobster tails he breaded in blue cornmeal. He says they'll open up later, and that's why he calls them butterflies.
Wow, that's kind of interesting.
That's very interesting.
I didn't know that.
And Fukui-san,
Take it.
at this very moment, the Iron Chef is pulling the drunken lobsters out of the sake barrel.
Oh, look at that. There you go.
Finally,
That is so clever.
coming out of there.
They are more than just a wee bit tipsy there.
Completely.
Oh, you can tell their faces are red.
They were born red.
Hey, I'm working with nothing here. Come
Hey,
on.
hey, talking about the color of the lobster, the colors of the dishes on Flay's side are rather unique if you're used to Japanese cooking.
I've never seen this style of cooking before.
Not with Issei-ebi.
Fukui-san?
Yes.
Challenger Bobby Flay was happy with everything until he saw the flame on his stove go out by itself. Then he quipped, "You're doing this to me again." He seems to be getting more and more irritable as time goes by.
Well, last March, he believes he was given an inferior setup. He was getting shocked from the equipment and now feels he's being sabotaged. Lighten up, Bobby. Same side Kanagawa had, and he ended up beating Sakai. The equipment is fine over there. And now 30 minutes gone, 30 to go. It's round two. Flay and Morimoto, their tango in Tokyo. Don't pick up that remote. Just in the second half of a grudge match between the former head man at Nobu, now ready to go out on his own, Masaharu Morimoto, and Mesa Grill owner head chef Bobby Flay, who's removing some Kobe beef steak, surface charred there.
Oh, it's burnt.
Hope it's not overdone. The charring's from the pepper?
I think so, yeah. It's that color.
Okay, now Morimoto lobsters on the grill, the sake soaked ones, I
Yes,
believe.
Fukui-san, these are the drunken lobsters that are being grilled whole over charcoal.
All right, out of the barrel, onto the grill. It's been a tough day for these lobsters.
Yeah, no time to relax.
And now they're done with frying them.
All right, Flay's side.
So I wonder if he'll be grilling them further.
They're looking fine up close, split open like that.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he's trying to do, though. After frying.
All right, we'll go into the oven now.
I do like the color, though. It's very nice.
Lovely, aren't they?
All right, let's go upstairs. Ota's with Tommy. Take it, big fella.
Thank you very much. A big fan of Iron Chef Morimoto. Tommy is with us here today. What do you like about the Iron Chef?
He's very good with knives.
Okay, and the hat that you have on now, wasn't that a present from Morimoto-san after the New York battle?
Yes.
And of course you want Morimoto-san to win today, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you. Back to you.
All right, the night before the first battle, Morimoto promised Tommy he'd win. He delivered. And now, what's Tommy's hero up to here?
Oh, so that's what it was.
Yeah, it's for sticking them, the skewers, through the holes there.
Okay, skyward-looking lobsters.
Can't he do this at the last minute?
I think he wants to grill them like that.
That would be
makes sense,
something.
yeah.
The meat looks real good.
Akebono, you're locked in over here, huh? Something a Yokozuna could sink his teeth into, right?
Okay, looking good. Not bad, Bobby-san.
Oh, definitely.
Fukusan!
Yes.
Next to the meat, the challenger just finished slicing are fried peppers with sauce. That's the sauce which we saw him mixing and taste testing earlier, made from mustard, horseradish, and honey, and mint leaves as well. That's the sauce that you see garnishing this dish.
All right, deep fried there.
Now, if we can swing over to Morimoto here, I think he's making sushi right now.
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
And Fukusan!
Yes.
The sushi rice on the Iron Chef site is a normal mix of rice, vinegar, and sugar.
Got it.
And I saw the challenger sandwiching the steak in between the lobsters and then piercing a skewer through it, right?
All right, and
there you go.
Akebono, being from Hawaii as you are, any words of encouragement for Bobby Flay, your compatriot?
Mr. Flay.
Hey.
Good luck. Relax. Take your time.
All right, some big support from Yokozuna, and doesn't take much to set him off, does it? And Flay looks to be near completion with this one and using a lot of spices over there.
Fukusan!
Go ahead.
Iron Chef Morimoto, observing Bobby's way of cooking, said, with all those spices, he's killing the subtle taste of the Japanese lobsters. I'd think twice before doing that.
Temperature is starting to rise a little bit in here.
And Fukusan?
Yes?
Bobby Flay, responding to what he's seen on Morimoto's side, said, looks like he's under a lot of pressure after seeing Sakai go down. Then grinning, he said, ooh, losing 2 in a row would be such a disgrace.
Well, the war of words, you knew it was going to get going sometime, and Sakai grinning, having to bear it right there.
Fukusan?
Yes.
Yeah, a moment ago I told you about Iron Chef Morimoto's sushi, which I reported was plain old regular sushi rice, but I was wrong. I found out he had prepared the vinegar by soaking the shells of the lobsters in it, so the aroma of the lobster has been absorbed by the vinegar. Back to you.
The essence of lobster in the vinegar there.
So the sushi rice itself will have a touch of lobster flavor too, is that correct?
I believe so, and he's got sashimi as well.
Oh, it's going to be great, isn't it?
Oh, it looks so nice.
It really
I
does.
like this, it's great.
Lobster roll sushi. I tell you, mouth waters just thinking about it. Now, 15 minutes left. Where's the time gone? This has been zooming by, and this crowd's been wired the whole way. The energy level in here is off the meter. They haven't let up for a moment. And it's their enthusiasm which will carry Flay and Morimoto to the finish, the fourth quarter of the battle. Flay plating another one here, and still, he's been very much under control the whole way, though he's in a must-win for him. Lobster showdown with Iron Chef Japanese Morimoto.
Okay, now take a look at this. He's frying his sushi.
I can't believe this, huh?
He's like an American chef. What do you think?
Deep fried lobster. Ota, what's the word?
Let me confirm with you the ingredients in this fried sushi. Of course, the sushi rice that we mentioned a moment ago, lobster meat, and the batter, which is made from flour, cornstarch, baking powder, egg whites, and water.
All right, gotta figure a roll of the dice here by the Iron Chef, but again, he did say no soy sauce today, and you couldn't have conventional sushi without soy sauce. And now here on Flay's side, the top's off, and yep, the one with the husks, the corn husks, the steamed one, looks to be done. And the crowd in here for the Tango in Tokyo, Flay and Morimoto, the folks have been waiting for this almost a year, and there is no holding them back now.
This might turn into a real battle, huh?
This is wild.
10 minutes to go.
All right, 10 minutes left, and Morimoto getting one close to being done. And fans now up on their feet. Even the other Iron Chefs getting caught up in the fever, without a doubt. This is the wildest it's ever been in here.
Now, Morimoto, he's using white truffles, I think.
All right, some paper-thin shavings there.
Yeah, definitely white truffles.
And the volume in here, Doc, my head's pounding. I didn't have anything to drink last night either, but I feel like I got a hangover. Now, Morimoto, go to.
The Iron Chef has raw lobster meat underneath these shaved flakes of white truffles.
Lobster and truffles. Morimoto loading up on the luxury quotient.
Lobster truffles.
Yeah, there's no dish for that, actually, or no name for that dish, but the lobster's been cured with an edible kelp.
Okay, right here.
So that would add some more flavor to it.
A flavor enhancement hack by the Iron Chef. And Flay back on his side, finishing touches to the housed
He's not
in
only
husk
bold, he's got a
creation.
sensitive touch as well, doesn't he, huh?
And he's got the corn husk there, right?
And that's the steamed item, right?
Yeah, so that's a Japanese dish as
yeah. You're right in appearance, aren't you?
is. So definitely a Japanese touch there.
Yes, Ota.
Yeah, let me quickly review the ingredients in the corn husks. They are corn and onions ground in the blender, corn flour and shortening all mixed together and steamed. Then on top, he has added several pieces of boiled lobster.
Delectable looking lobster.
Oh, and it was boiled just perfectly.
Oh, yes.
He did it exactly right.
Timing. Hey.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow, listen to this.
Wow, they're singing now.
The old Steen song.
Have you ever experienced anything like this before?
This is a first.
Oh.
Well, this is so exciting, man.
Yes.
Let me also confirm the ingredients the Iron Chef has combined on these plates. He has salmon roe garnishing one piece of lobster meat. Then he has another piece of lobster on a shell smothered with lobster liver and the sauce that was made from strained codfish soft roe, broth, and herring roe that we saw a little bit earlier. And to go with the lobster cracker, he's added sweet chili sauce. Back to you.
Thanks, Ota. Honestly, I couldn't catch it all, though. It's deafening in here, but I can tell you there are 5 minutes left, and Tommy and Mom right there upstairs, Morimoto's side of the royal box. Can the Iron Chef pull off another Babe Ruth-like performance and come through once again for the kid? 5 more minutes to go in the battle. We shall see. And there's Tommy leading the cheers upstairs. It was last March 28th when Morimoto came away with the win over Flay. Since then, Flay's been anxious for a rematch.
Bobby-san is quite ahead. He's already finishing up a lot of dishes, right on schedule. I'm getting worried about Morimoto-san.
Flay's closing in on completing all his dishes with minutes to spare. Has a clock right in front of him there.
He's almost done, I think.
I think you're right, partner.
Fukusan!
Yes?
About the sauce or the dip for the Iron Chef sushi, he has kept his promise not to use any soy sauce and has instead created a sauce using gorgonzola cheese and fresh cream, which is now being ladled on.
Whoa.
What?
The unconventional.
Okay.
His sauce or dip for his deep-fried sushi. And now some miso, I believe, being put down there.
Oh, it looks like it, yeah.
Okay,
Fukusan,
yes.
We heard you were worrying about Morimoto's pace, and I asked the Iron Chef about that, and he just brushed me off saying, I'm not behind at all. Bobby's the one who's rushing too much. I don't have to rush when I know I'm on a winning pace.
He's so confident. Sounds good.
He's come in right at the finish so many times before. Okay, 3 minutes left.
Okay, now check out the Iron Chef. Now, this is what he's been stewing for a long time, just like an American sauce almost.
You were dead on with it.
Fukusan,
Yep, go ahead.
Here's the final review of this dish. Lobster, olive oil, octopus, langoustine, abalone, brandy, white wine, water, tomato paste, onions, tomatoes, thyme, and leeks boiled in a pot and now being strained.
Pounding it through the strainer, some hustle with muscle.
It's so thick.
Should be great.
So, you know, it's almost like a bisque. A lot of flavor of lobster condensed into that sauce.
Okay. Now, Flay bottoms up. Down the hatch over on that side. His assistants, too.
He's enjoying it now.
All of them.
Is this wine?
No, sake for the men on this side. And Morimoto now with charcoal sticks.
Charbroiling it,
Gonna be Issei lobsters in the full shell, but it's getting late in the day for that.
Yeah, how much time does he have left to do this?
Now there are less than 2 minutes to go. And on the other side, let's get over there, Bobby Flay. Yep, raise the roof, and Bobby looks like he is done. Go.
You can see Bobby Flay is done, and he's all excited. I asked him whether he was going to stand on the cutting board again or not, and he just said, I'm not sure yet.
Put some money down. He won't. Go ahead.
I told Morimoto that Bobby might be thinking about climbing on top of the cutting board again, and Morimoto said, never, ever do real chefs do that kind of thing. I'll show you what real chefs do. I'll show you with my creativity and my dishes.
Well, Flay said he got caught up in the moment when he stood on his cutting board last time, said it wasn't planned, later acknowledged it wasn't the most exemplary act, but the damage was done. done, but I don't think we'll see him do it today. All right, a minute to go, the final 60 seconds. Morimoto scurrying, scrambling, trying to tie it all together.
Last-minute decorations on his dishes, huh?
His fans, Tommy included, urging him on to the finish. It's a done deal on the other side. The first battles of the 21st century in Kitchen Stadium. What a doubleheader we've had for the lid lifter on the new century. And Flay chucks the cutting board. Now he's up on his kitchen counter. A provocative move given what happened before, but his fans are in culinary ecstasy. I don't know if, yep, the Iron Chef, it was in his face, and he gives a shake of the head, disbelief, disgust. Bobby Flay, what can you say?
10 seconds to go.
Finally, he's off the counter, but once again, controversy at the end. Round 2, Flay, Morimoto, this tango in Tokyo. The final seconds are ticking down, and that's it. The cooking's done. The 21st century battle rematch between Flay and Morimoto is, everybody, over! Oh my, how wild in here in Kano-san. It's the loudest.
Yes, it really is. It was like a fireworks festival or something.
All right, let's hear from the men. If you're ready, Abe-san, go ahead.
Thanks for the 60 minutes of hard work. I know you're quite excited right now. Do you think the outcome will be in your favor?
I hope so. I hope so. We wanted to make sure that we didn't step on the cutting board because I didn't want to offend Morimoto this time, so we got rid of the cutting board this time.
So you proclaimed your victory without stepping on the cutting board, but can you really win?
We're very happy with what we have, so we'll just see what happens.
In the last battle, you told Bobby never to step on the cutting board, and you were mad.
Same thing, no difference.
This time he didn't actually step on the cutting board. Instead, he threw it away.
Same.
What do you say to that?
Hey, you chop food right here. It's the same thing, with or without the board.
Right. So against Bobby, do you
I like him.
Will you beat him?
I'll win.
All right.
And now the moment of truth, tasting and judgment for the second 21st century battle. On the panel are actor Ryuta Mine, actress Miho Kano, Grand Sumo Champion Yokozuna Akebono, U.S. Embassy Officer Christopher J. LaFleur, and culinary critic Asako Kishi. First, the dishes of Bobby Flay. Flay is offering 5 dishes. The first one is a spicy marinated lobster dish, flavored with a unique combination of coconut and chili oil.
Fresh hot chilies?
Fresh hot chili.
Yeah.
Great.
Good.
Good.
It's really
The
good.
hot chili added is just right.
The coconut milk and avocados help make this dish milder, suppress the hotness. This much spice, yet the lobster speaks out. Quite skillful.
Second is lobster fruit salad using pomegranates and mangoes. Tasters should enjoy the harmony between the Japanese lobster and tropical fruits. And third, lobster tamale, taking a typical Mexican dish, rearranging it by using issei lobster.
It's wrapped in corn husk, but don't eat the corn husk.
When I first tried this, I thought this was a bit too floury. Yeah, and how do you say? Not as good as the previous one.
He uses a lot of spices in his dishes. But with the corn in this one, it gives my taste buds a little break.
Well, American people, maybe similar to Japanese people, always wanting rice all the time, you know. For Americans, corn is the main thing, and it matches very well, I think, in this. Yeah.
Well, in my opinion, by using his own ideas, he was able to create a new dish based on traditional recipes.
This brings back memories.
Is that right?
Fourth, the fried item, battered with blue cornmeal. Bobby calls it butterfly. The sauce made from carrot and mango juice heightens the flavor.
伊勢海老という高級食材をですね、日本人の感覚で言えばこんなことにしちゃうのかっていう。
Surprising but good.
横綱はやっぱりうまいですか？
Oh, yes. Just as I expected.
But it is a luxurious way of using it, and so bold. Of course, we Japanese would think twice to use it in this way because of the price. You know, it's very expensive.
Yes, but I think he has given new life to this lobster.
I think you're right. We maybe be preparing things too easily.
Yes, using only limited traditional recipes. In that sense, this dish is quite good.
Last is Surf and Turf, matching Matsuzaka Kobe beef, which he became enamored with in Japan, and Japanese lobster. It's also spicy.
The sauce is made from horseradish,
Dijon mustard, fresh mint, and honey as well.
Like miso and vinegar sauce. I thought so, because of the mustard.
Yeah, there's something familiar, but the more you eat, the more you taste the mint.
And there's honey also, too, isn't there?
I believe this contains the flavors and techniques of contemporary cooking. A lot of work went into this. However, it is still a very traditional American type of dish.
He studied a lot about Japanese ingredients before coming here, I assume.
He matched the champion of beef and champion of seafood.
Nice. After eating this, you'll probably vote for Bobby, right? Huh?
Oh, Bobby.
He was very bold in using a first-time ingredient, and he was so skilled in preparing the meat just right. Very nice, I think.
Thank you for a very good dish, and hope you good luck in the future. And
Thank you very much.
Hope you good luck.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
はい、ごちそうさまでした。
And now, onto the dishes of Iron Chef Morimoto. The Iron Chef is offering 4 dishes. First, grilled lobster, the one soaked in sake. They're enjoyed with a simple splash of citrus juice and a dash of salt. Morimoto will do the honors himself and seems pleased at the result.
I start off by offering you the original flavor of today's lobsters.
これお酒には何分くらいつけてました？
About 30 minutes. Actually, I was planning to soak them until they die, but I had to get on with it.
Hey, it's New Year's. I'm going for it.
Wonderful.
Looks so good.
Great Japanese flavor.
Thank you.
This is absolutely great.
Oh, so good.
The citrus juice is so great, you know.
You can't eat American lobster after this one.
Yokozuna, you're already Japanese,
Yep,
boys.
with pleasure, I might add. Morimoto, I want to say.
Next, an appetizer with 3 items beckoning spring. Morimoto used white truffles, caviar, and soft roast sauce, taking a pass on soy sauce.
Such luxurious flavor. And eating truffles with chopsticks is great.
Bobby-san's dishes were, of course, all cooked on a stove, so perhaps because of that, I'm enjoying this raw dish. It's refreshing and it's wonderful.
横綱やっぱこういうのは日本の正月って感じですよね。
Oh, I don't care. Don't ask me difficult questions, you know?
Third is his deep-fried sushi rolls, which everyone's waiting to try. The dipping sauce is made from gorgonzola cheese and exojan Chinese paste.
This is the first time to have tempura sushi. Am I right? After all the years of being on this show.
でもこれは何？急に思い立ったんですかこれ？
Well, it has raw lobster in it.
Really?
Good. Good stuff.
I like it.
How come it goes so well with rice? I mean cheese.
I'm having this for the first time.
I made it for the first time.
Your invention?
First time.
I know this is sushi inside, but the
Goes so
gorgonzola
well.
goes well. Yeah.
This is some kind of magic.
You don't need soy sauce for this. I know what you mean now.
Yes.
You can eat 3 plates of these.
No problem, no problem.
But you're still on your first.
This is my second one.
It is a second.
Well, you want this one, right?
Last is bouillabaisse shabu shabu. Baked mochi and thinly sliced lobster meat will be dipped into a luxurious seafood combo-based broth. He has 3 types of sauces, including maitake and lobster liver flavor sauces.
Try the first bite without the sauce to check it out.
Oh, the first one.
Yes. The soup has a lot of lobster essence.
Oh, this is so good. But it tastes unfamiliar, though.
I didn't use soy sauce in this either.
Now, a soup as good as this one, I hate to waste it just as a dip. It's really very nice.
I want the soup alone.
Yes.
When I was watching him making this, he was throwing everything in, and he appeared so bold and careless and even a bit American in style. But, you know, the flavor is totally Japanese, isn't
yes,
it?
Japanese.
Yes.
The soup is awesome. Bravo.
It's really good.
Yes.
The 21st century will be the age of fermented seasonings, soy sauce and miso. Is this a deliberate statement against that, or is it just your crazy, challenging spirit? I really can't tell.
I saw such a contrast between the two chefs right from the beginning. Morimoto-san reminded us of the old, simple fashion while frying sushi. That was so amazing.
Play Morimoto, Tango in Tokyo. Who will dance out of here with the win?
2世紀にわたって激突した日米2人の料理対決。審査の結果は、ちなみにどこかの国の大統領選挙のような集計ミスはありません。これ以上の異議は受け付けません。それでは発表します。
Our second 21st century battle, a rematch of last year's Webster Hall duel. Bobby Flay trying to salvage his pride, at the same time changing our perceptions of Japanese lobster with his spice treatment. Iron Chef Morimoto pulling off the unthinkable, a soy sauce-free course in his lobster dishes. Conditions identical on both sides of the stadium. There will be no excuses after today. Who takes it? Whose cuisine reigns supreme?
Bobby Flay!
It's Bobby Flay! Unbelievable! Flay's beaten Morimoto in the rematch, and his fans erupt! And on the other side, they've got to be stunned. Iron Chefs losing both ends of the 21st century battle doubleheader. Flay coming 8,000 miles to even the score against Morimoto, and he's done just that. And despite the rough spot at the end, the two men embrace. All right, let's check the scores. Mine 18-17 for Morimoto. Kano 18-17 for Flay. Akebono 20-19 for Flay. LaFleur 17-14 for Flay. And Kishi 17-15 for Flay. 4-1, Flay takes it. He can go back to Mesa Gorman here. Congratulations instead of what happened. And now the winner will be presented with a medal from Yokozuna Grand Champion Akebono.
Thank you very much.
And no denying a lot of heart for Bobby Flay and a lot of class, Masahiro Morimoto. And Flay all smiles now, as is his girlfriend, but not Chairman Kaga. No, the Iron Chefs dropping 2 in a row to start the new century, Morimoto and Sakai. Hopefully they'll have another chance here, but if it is the last, it's Bobby Flay's day.